Hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. This really quick before I carry on, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you hit that bell button. That way you don't miss out. Like I said, if you do enjoy these videos and you want to see the rest of this series, then click that bell. That way you'll get notified when the next one comes out. Also, I just want to say before I get started, this is my opinion only. I'm definitely not the world's greatest authority on rating these champs, but I think I've played this game for a long time, and I think I have a pretty good feel on most of these champs. But again, the way you want to rank these champs up is on, if you enjoy playing the champion and if you're good at playing the champion, not necessarily what someone says on a tier list or a ranking system. Anyway, that's enough of my disclaimers out of the way. So let's get started. As you can see, I've got 11 champs on here. So I'm doing this like I did on the Cosmic one, I believe it was, where I've got 2 champs at number 10. There could have been probably realistically a half a dozen champs I could have put at, anywhere from probably 7 or 8 down, or maybe even more. The skill class is getting pretty stacked at the minute. There's a lot of good champions. It was really hard to leave off champs like Killmonger and some of the other champs that have only been recently buffed. But, like I said, this is just my opinion, and these are the ones that I use the most, and I think that have gotten the best buffs probably recently. I think that's one thing that's really helped out the skill class lately, are the amazing amount of really, really quality buffs for older champions that they have released. So on number 10, I'm going to put Elsa and Black Widow Deadly Origin. Now, I've recently taken Elsa Bloodstone up to rank 3 as a 6-star, and I absolutely love Elsa. I think she's a fantastic champion. I think she's got lots and lots of utility. So, if you're sleeping on Elsa, I think she's extremely underrated as a champ. But I would say definitely rank her if you've got her. And like I said before, if you enjoy using her. Black Widow Deadly Origin, I use her loads. She seems to be one of my go-to champs now on the Cavalier monthly quest. Her shocks are just amazing. So if you need to shock someone or put just a ton of debuffs on someone, she is extremely helpful. So number 9 I've put, so we'll start off with one of these champs that has had just a really helpful buff. I haven't ranked up Crossbones that high yet, but I know, he's absolutely fantastic. And, if you need someone that doesn't get the buffs, then this is your guy. He's able to shrug off. So he's just fantastic overall. There are some champions, that are a bit better than Crossbones, but in my opinion, he's a really quality person to take up if you haven't already. Number 8, moving right along, HitMonkey. Now, HitMonkey, when he first came out, was meant to be the skill Corvus with all his crits, etc. HitMonkey, I think, is an amazing champ in that he's hits like a truck, but I don't think HitMonkey has a lot of utility, and at least not as much as some of the others on the list. Plus, he doesn't have the largest health pool, so I think that kind of lets HitMonkey down. That's the same with number 7, so a lot of people might think that he might be a bit too high. I really like Stealth Suit Spider-Man. I think if you'd asked me a year ago, I think, and a lot of other people as well, he probably would have been probably 3rd on the list of skill champs. But because he was one of the first champs to have that slow mechanic. But, I think there are a lot of other champs now that, are better with the slow mechanic, easier access to the slow mechanic. But if you need a skill champ with that, then he is a really good option for that. And I just really enjoy it. I like the way he plays. But again, one of his biggest drawbacks is he's, he just doesn't have a big health pool at all. So number 7 is Stealth Suit Spider-Man. Number 6, we are going to go with Falcon. Now, Falcon, since his rework is absolutely amazing, I love Falcon against people like Electro, Thing. They're just, you know, so fantastic when you get locked on. He hits like a truck, and he just stops a lot of annoying champions to fight abilities. So, I, Falcon, that's really about all you can say about Falcon. So, again, another really good one that's just been buffed in the recent future, I suppose, to a really, really good standard. So, number 5, we're going to go to everybody's favorite fat man is Kingpin. Now, Kingpin um, is really quite fun to use, able to shrug off debuffs and things like that. He's a pain in the ass if you do want to use someone on defense. I still don't really, I'm not fussed on Kingpin now. I think he's much harder to fight on defense, to be able to shrug off, things like parries and things like that, the stuns. But again, a really amazing champion to use. I know a couple of people that have got him at rank 3 as a 6-star, and my gosh, he's amazing. You could make a really valid excuse to have him probably all the way up to probably 3rd on the list. But personally, I don't use him as much as I do top 4. So number 4 on the list, we are going to go with Shang-Chi. So Shang-Chi is another quite recent addition, as you guys know. I've not used him loads. That's probably why I've got him number 4. I think he could go as high as 3. But for right now, I've got him number 4. He's a really good champ. If you haven't been able to pull him, been lucky enough, then I would definitely take up Shang-Chi because he's a great champ. Number 3 on the list, we're going to go with Mole Man or Mole God or Mole Beast or whatever you want to call him, because I absolutely love Mole Man. After he got his buff, everyone was talking about him, bigging him up, and I just thought there's no way Mole Man is as good as what everybody says. But believe you me, Mole Man is amazing. You can't say enough about Mole Man. He's amazingly fun to play. He hits like an absolute truck. He's got tons of utility. I'll say something else in a minute, but we'll stop right there for a second for Mole Man. But I cannot say how much. He's probably my favorite skill champion to use. He's not the best, but he's probably my favorite skill champion to use. Anyway, we'll go with that. So, the last 2. So, we've got Aegon and Nick Fury. Now, if you guys have been playing the game more than 5 minutes, you know the 2 differences in the 2 characters. You can make valid reasons why either one of them could be 1st or 2nd, but as you know, they're mainly for 2 different aspects of the game. One is for extremely, massive health pools, and the other one is for more everyday use. So, since Aegon is more only used for, or I should say, more geared to more longer, fights, bigger health pools, I have gone with him as 2nd best skill champion. Like I said, only because he's just not used as much as Nick Fury. Nick Fury, I use him every single day, every single quest. I use him in almost all wars. He's just an absolute fantastic champ. So he just brings so much to the table, with all his bleeds, with his attack boosts that he provides through synergy. He's just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Aegon is an amazing champion as well in his own right, but again, like I said, he's mainly geared, or at least geared more towards bigger health pool, like Labyrinth or Abyss or things like that. I mean, you have definitely use them for Act 6 and Act 7, but I find on a day-to-day, month-to-month, week-to-week basis, I definitely use Nick Fury so much more. Um, I would almost say that Mole Man, in my opinion, would probably be, even, you could probably even say on a day-to-day use, so many more of these champions are going to be more valuable than Aegon. But since Aegon is such a Swiss Army knife when it comes to the longer form content of the game, you know he's definitely at the very top. So again, guys, if you agree with this, then fantastic. If you don't, that's fantastic too. Just leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you think that these should be in a different order, if you think there's champions that I've left out that should have been in, then put it in the comments. Just please do it constructively. Don't just get in and say you're an idiot. You should have done this. You should have done that. You're a clown. Just do it constructively, and make your argument, and we'll see how we go. But anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Take care.